Hey Aquarius, how you guys doing? It's your boy from CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with your October 15th through the 31st love tarot reading. I hope you guys are doing awesome, so let me know down in the comments down below. Keep in mind this reading is general. If it resonates, that's awesome. If not, it's not your message. Feel free to check out any other amazing tarot readers that we got here on YouTube, okay? These messages may resonate backwards or vice versa, so take them how they resonate if they apply to your particular situation. If you guys would like, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is all linked down below. And you guys can also check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. First link in the description if you guys want to take a look into my family's life, okay? Excuse me, guys. Hold on. Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, it's the late night stream. It's the late night tarot. I am definitely in a pretty calm mood, calm environment, calm energy, so I know it's not my usual hyped up self that you guys are used to seeing here tonight, so hopefully it's not a problem for anybody. I'm just going to be doing these readings and kind of conserving my energy as much as I can, okay? What message do we have for Aquarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, throughout October 15th through the 31st. Messages for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, throughout October 15th through the 31st. Messages for Aquarian, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, throughout October 15th through the 31st. Okay, Aqua, let's take a look and see what's going on with you guys. Aquarian, energy overall, you got a Temperance card, can be connecting with a Sagittarius for some. I am feeling for some of you, you're jumping into your childlike wonder, okay? Some of you Aquarians right now may be feeling like you need to get in contact or get in touch with your childlike self. You have to have a little more fun in life and explore, especially with you being in the Hangman position, okay? You can be connecting with a Pisces, or you may be an Aquarius-Pisces cusp. Now, sitting in the Hangman position is sitting in a place in your life where you feel like you're very stagnant, where you feel like you're almost in limbo, where you feel like life has kind of been in this weird position. I've been feeling in this weird place and I need to get out, explore, and do something new with my life, okay? Now, whoever you're dealing with here, the Chariot card can be connecting with a Cancer, and the outcome that's present for you, Aquarius, is the King of Swords, okay? So currently the energy that I'm picking up on, surrounding you at least, is that you're in a place in time right now, Aquarius, where you are focusing on your inner healing, and you're also focusing on moving forward in your life and completing yourself of getting out of the phase you're currently in. And what I mean by phase is this phase of stagnancy where you feel like life is kind of weird. You feel like you're just living, you're just floating, the world's still spinning, nothing that is super important you feel is really going on. You kind of feel like you're just existing, and I know that feeling very well. That feeling is something I've gone through in my life before at a certain point. I think roughly when I was about 16 years old, actually. I'm 20 now, but basically, you know, sometimes in life you go through this period of time where you just feel like life is passing you by, you're just existing, and you are seeing everything else and everyone else around you succeeding and enjoying it, but you get this feeling of you're not necessarily enjoying it, but you're not necessarily hating it. You're just there, you're just showing up for life, and it's a lack of motivation, it's a lack of wanting to do anything with it. It's just you're sitting there in this place. And with the Temperance card here, you know, I feel like a lot of your guides, or whatever is specifically protecting you, Aquarius, during this transition is urging you to get back in touch with your childlike wonder, you know, your childlike wanderlust, and just to enjoy yourself and to enjoy the present moment and to really, you know, soak in how beautiful and amazing and magnificent life really is. I feel like, you know, the universe or your guides, whatever you want to call it, is really urging you during this time, Aquarius, to expand your perception of what the world is and really open your mind to the world's wonders, because there really is so many beautiful things that is in this life that maybe we're not aware about. And you know, the universe is trying to get you to see that new perception of opening your mind to the fact that the world can be pretty kick-ass, the world can be pretty wonderful if you look in the right places, if you look in the right direction. Now, whoever you're connecting with here, like I said, you may be dealing with a Cancer, and this can also represent your environment. Now, this does not have to be a specific person. Some of you Aquarians may not be dealing with a specific person. You may just be dealing with your environment, where, as I was mentioning previously, you're watching people, or you're watching life kind of going on by. Everybody in life is moving forward. Everybody in life is doing their own thing. Everybody in life has whatever they got going on, and you're observing that. You're observing life continuing, but you feel as if you've been stuck in the same place all along. As for the outcome that's present, King of Swords, you're bringing this to your attention. You're bringing this to light, because not only are Aquarians very good at making observations, but you're deciding to observe yourself, and as you're observing yourself, you're realizing, I can't keep letting life pass me by. I gotta do something, you know? Ace of Swords, to tell you the truth, I've been waiting around like something magnificent is gonna happen, when in actuality, that's just keeping me in a toxic and crappy place that I don't want to fit into, alright? So, first things first, clarifying the Hangman card. Why is Aquarius feeling like their life has been in limbo? Alright, there was an Ace of Wands that showed itself to me. Some of you guys feel like you lack new beginnings. For some of you here, I'm hearing that you may still be in a very traumatic phase. There could have been something traumatic that occurred in your life. 10 of Wands, some sort of suffering you guys are going through over here. 7 of Pentacles to the 10 of Wands. Necessarily, I cannot speak for every Aquarius on what it is you're going through, but I do see for some of you Aquas right now, the reason why you're in such a stagnant place in your life is because you're genuinely unhappy with it. Some of you guys are feeling a little bit of a numb feeling. You may feel like life has been very burdensome, or that for some of you here, maybe you're not in a depressed period right now, but as you kind of reflect on your life, you look at it and you're like, have I really lived up to the expectations I've set myself to live up to? Some of you Aquarians feel like you've never really achieved what it is you've wanted. It's like one of those moments of realization where you're like, damn, you know, I'm 30 years old now and I didn't do what I wanted to do my entire life. Where some of you may feel like you've wasted certain years away or wasted certain opportunities that you wish you could have took. And the greatest thing, or the greatest lesson that I had to learn in my life personally was this, like, you can't dwell on what you never did. You can only be present to this moment. And sorry about that, Aquarius, my phone storage ended up being full, so I had to delete a bunch of videos. But, you know, what I was saying was like, you cannot dwell in the past and take a look at what it is you never accomplished. You can only look in the present and say, this is what I'm going to accomplish moving forward. So I think a lot of you guys, especially with this Temperance energy coming forward to you, you know, you're kind of urging yourself, excuse me, to jump into a more lighthearted space, to jump into a place in life where it's like, all right, now let me not let life pass me by. Let me jump into a place in my life where I can be comfortable trying new things, where I can be comfortable doing something new, where I can move myself out of this stagnant place, okay? Now, let's take a look here on a romantic spectrum on who it is you're connecting with, and then I'll jump into you on your part, okay? Now, who is Aquarius dealing with in their love life, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus during October 15th through the 31st. Who is Aquarian connecting with in their love life, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout October 15th through the 31st. Okay, you got a 9 of Pentacles. You got a High Priestess card. You have a Moon card. A lot of Pisces in this reading. Hello. You got a Knight of Cups. You got a 4 of Wands. You got a 9 of Wands. And then you have a 7 of Swords. So, I do feel right now, Aquarius, very strongly, this is kind of making more of a story to me, rather than a specific energy you're connecting to. What I'm seeing here is almost a story that maybe you feel like you've had with many connections that you've dealt with, where 9 of Pentacles to the High Priestess card, you feel like the moment you meet somebody, you feel as if you're going to be with them. So let's say, for an example, you meet somebody new, you kind of already know if you're going to have a relationship with them or not based off the first instance when you meet them. But when you have the relationship with said person, you can always feel like there's something that's going to happen, because on an intuitive level, you feel that the relationships that you manifest with, or the relationships that you end up clicking with, there's always something wrong with the person you're dealing with. You feel as if at first, when you jump into relationships, they're absolutely beautiful, they're absolutely perfect, but because you're so observant, Aquarius, you always notice something that you don't like about the person, or that you don't like about the relationship, and you don't want to keep self-sabotaging yourself, but it's almost like you can't help it. You're not nitpicking at people personally, right? You're not trying to fuck up the relationships or look for the problems, because let me tell you something, you know, if you jump into a relationship looking for problems, you will find problems. If you are on a first date looking for problems, you will find problems. And I don't think that you're necessarily trying to do that, Aquarius. I just feel that a lot of you guys, because you're so observant, when you're with somebody in a romantic connection, there are things that kind of just instantly come to light to you that you really don't resonate when you meet certain people. And because that comes to light, there's so many things about people that you may click with that turns you off, that maybe you haven't noticed at the first moment you met them, but you notice it quick enough. And I feel like for some of you, you feel like this is why your relationships fail, and some of you feel like this is why I should be single. Some of you Aquarians feel like you should be single because every time I jump into certain connections and relationships, I notice and find out who they are so quick that I don't want to be involved with them, okay? So, you know, this is one of the cases where you haven't necessarily found the person you 110% want to be with, right? you may have just been clicking and meeting people that just really don't resonate in your space. Now, let's talk about this for an example. At the time you met these certain people that entered your life, you clearly met them for a reason. The universe always puts people into your life for specific lessons and specific reasons for you to learn about them. But what I'm seeing here is that there seems to be a specific pattern of you pointing out things in certain people that you don't 100% agree with. And maybe the reason why you feel so stagnant or you feel so stuck and you feel like your love life isn't moving forward on top of your life is because there are things that you may be refusing to pick out about yourself that needs to be changed. So for some here, not trying to say anything bad, by the way, Aquarius, I hope that doesn't offend anybody, but for some Aquarius, it's like maybe these relationships aren't working because maybe they're trying to show you that if you're very observant in other people, you can be very observant in yourself, okay? And I think that, you know, right now, universe, angels, whatever you resonate with, is trying to get you to observe yourself on the things you don't like and the things that you will change or want to change in order to move forward and get out of your stagnant period, you know? Now, in regards to how Aquarius is currently feeling about their love life, let's take a look here. Aquarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout October 15th through the 31st. Okay. What do we got? You got a Hierophant, you got a 5 of Wands. Oh, you definitely are resisting commitment. You got a 4 of Swords, you got a 5 of Pentacles, you got a Hermit card, you got a 6 of Pentacles, and you got a Knight of Swords. So, first things first that's jumping out to me here, the Hierophant card on top of the 5 of Wands. You may know a Taurus, so you got Taurus in your chart. With these energies being prominent right now, Aquarius, how you feel about your love life or how you feel about dating and relationships it's a no-no. With the 5 of Wands energy being here, you feel very resistant to it and very reluctant to date. Excuse me. I think that the reason why you feel very reluctant to date is because you know that it's not something that's going to last very long. You know, 4 swords to the 5 of Pentacles. You feel, once again, that with the people that you meet, you end up seeing through them and then you end up ghosting them, okay? And I feel like some of you Aquarians are like, look, man, I'm better off just kind of keeping to myself and being single and sticking to the wisdom of life that I know of instead of jumping myself and involving myself in these connections that will quickly get cut off, okay? Remember, as I just said previously, excuse me, remember what I just said before, how you don't notice things at first, but you notice them quickly. The Knight of Swords is a very quick energy. And the 6 of Pentacles is liking somebody and liking their energy and enjoying it. So when you meet people at first, Aquarius, you like their energy, you enjoy it, you vibe with them, but then boom, Knight of Swords is here. You see something you don't want, you see a reason to leave, okay? Now, I will say, that's not the greatest way to look at every connection. That's not the greatest way to look at every relationship. If you want my opinion. If you don't want my opinion, you can feel free to agree to disagree, right? But in my opinion, there's always going to be problems or things about people you don't like, whether you're dealing with them romantically, whether you're dealing with them on a friendship level or family level. There are going to be things you don't like. I don't think anybody in this entire universe can 110% be your other half, okay? Because the way that I view relationships is that relationships aren't two people that complete each other. Relationships are two wholes that come together, that complement each other, all right? There will never be the perfect marriage, there will never be the perfect relationship and things of that nature, but there sure as hell can be successful ones. So based off what I'm currently seeing here, Aquarius, I do think that for some of you guys, you really do got to tap back into that lighthearted energy. And even though you may observe certain things, some things you observe about people might be such a turnoff that you want to walk the fuck away. That's absolutely fine. Sometimes you might observe things about certain people that you're like, that is a big no-no. So that's totally fine. You don't have to be with those people. But just be mindful not to overanalyze, okay? Because when relationship offers come, or when new love manifests or appears in your life, and you really dig the person, just don't overanalyze on little things, you know? Try to take things more lightheartedly. Try to have fun in your dating life and fun in your relationships, as well as fun in your real life. Because if there are things you're holding back on that you genuinely want to do, especially if you're feeling stuck and stagnant, then you should really do those things. Remember, you can't dwell in the past and the things you've never done, but you can only really stay in this present moment and look at what you want to do moving forward. Now, in regards to where energies are aligning, okay, for Aquarius during this mid-month, let's take a look here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus during October 15th through the 31st. All right, let's take a look. You got a Knight of Pentacles, you got a Tower card, you got a 6 of Cups, yes, and then you got a 9 of Cups. You're breaking free from your current cycle you've been trapping yourself in, which has been manifesting over and over and over again. With this Knight of Pentacles to the 6 of Cups, this is the energy where you are drifting away from the old thought process you had, which was, I don't think anybody is meant to be in love with me, or I don't think I can truly be with anybody. You know why Aquarians have so many friendships? It's because you find something that you don't want to date the person about, so you end up becoming friends with them. That's usually a reason why. So, you know, you're breaking free here, especially with the Tower, Scorpio energy, and this is Mercury in Scorpio. And let me make something real quick. Let me make a note of this. You know, with Mercury in Scorpio, especially with Mercury going retrograde on October 31st, we're only in the pre-shadow retrograde. With Mercury going in Scorpio, or with Mercury in Scorpio going in retrograde on the 31st, you know, with that kind of energy, Scorpio is a deep thinker, and so is Aquarius, and it's almost like you two complement one another. And I am seeing here, for many of you Aquarians, you know, you're going to be in a very big period of deep thinking. So just try not to overanalyze during this period. But like I said, you're breaking free from the old habits of seeing things. You're breaking free from the way you used to view relationships. You're breaking into a new perception. And also with this Nine of Cups energy being present, which is so beautiful, the Nine of Cups is recognizing that you're looking forward to new things. You're looking forward to new ideas, new ways of looking at things. You're opening yourself to relationships and new opportunities, and you're no longer staying stagnant saying, well, this is my life. You know, your life can be anything you want it to be. Your life can be the best life you want it to be as long as you choose to live it in that image. You know, some of you guys, I feel, Aquarius, have just been saying, well, life is just passing me by. It's a little boring. Just existing, I'm just living. But it's time to change and break free from that cycle, and I think you're really doing it here, okay? Nine of Cups is deciding to live for you and nobody else, and that's good. That's very good. As for the outcome for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout October 15th through the 31st. What is the overall outcome for my beautiful Aquarians, okay? You have a Two of Wands all the way to the Ace. I love it. You're jumping down, and this is a good energy to step down from. The Two of Wands is getting caught at a crossroads, right? It's still staying stagnant. No longer are you choosing to do that, Aquarius. You're taking the transformation here. Now, first things first, when you take a look at this guy on the Two of Wands, he's holding the world and he's looking at the Ace of Wands, right? The Ace of Wands is here, but in this image, in this tarot card, he's looking at the Ace of Wands while holding the world in his hands. And this is you taking a look at the world with vast opportunities, with enjoyment, with recognition of, I can make something of myself in this world. And with the Ace of Wands energy being present here, Aquarius, you're going for it. You're jumping for it. You're going full force. You're diving right into this new beginning. And this is beautiful. And I really like this reading for you guys. And I'm hoping that it resonates for you. I'm also hoping, by the way, that you guys are not feeling bored or feeling tired, because I know that this whole reading feels like an ASMR. I'm never usually, like, when I'm tired, I get very calm, okay? I'm usually very super duper upbeat. I'm in a great mood, by the way. I'm just super tired, so, like, I'm just very mellow, okay? I didn't smoke the peace pipe or anything, so I just hope that you guys are not, you know, losing interest here. Nonetheless, though, Aquarius, man, this is a fantastic reading. You know, you're jumping into a brand new place, diving full force, diving head on into this new beginning, and I'm happy for you. You're just not resonating with this style of staying stagnant in life and letting it pass you by. And in your dating and relationships, you're going to look at that with a more lighthearted energy. You're not going to put, you know, such a burden on yourself by seeing through people and seeing things you don't like. Now, once again, just to reiterate, if you look at somebody and you observe something that you truly don't like, don't force yourself to be with a person. Like, for example, if you see somebody for who they are as a very negative, nasty person who has a terrible temper and you don't like that, Aquarius, you don't have to date that person. You already see that observation. You made a good observation. Reflect and digress from it. But if you see a person, for example, and let's just say you observe that they like Battlestar, Beats, Bears, and Battlestar Galactica. That's an Office reference if any of you guys know. And you're like, I don't like Battlestar Galactica. You know, don't make that the reason why you don't want to date and pursue this person. For example, let's say they have a little bit of a nerdy side. Aquarian, you know you have a little bit of a nerdy side too. Aquarians are usually in that kind of bracket. And not to say, you guys understand when I say the term nerdy, I'm not saying an absolute nerd. I'm talking about you have interests in things that maybe others don't have. And that's completely normal. And by the way, everybody's weird on this earth, so everybody's a nerd too. I mean, there are people that are into some shit that you're gonna call weird, but there's a community for literally everything. There are people that call me weird because I'm reading tarot cards and you guys are watching it, and there are people that are like, wow, tarot's really weird, but you're watching this shit, so we're weird together, okay? Nonetheless, though, here, Aquarius, dude, awesome reading. Do we have any advice for Aquarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout October 15th to the 31st. Do we have any advice for my Aquarians, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout October 15th through the 31st. You got a World card, you got a 10 of Pentacles, you got a Page of Cups, and you got a motherfucking 3 of Wands to the 2 of Pentacles. Hey, yo. First things first, with this advice, it's some good advice. 3 of Wands to the 2 of Pentacles is saying, stop waiting for shit to change, be the change. That's a good affirmation. I like that. Stop waiting for shit to change, be the change. And with the 10 of Pentacles here, to the World card, all the way to the Page of Cups, accept the abundant blessings that the universe has to offer. Not only, Aquarius, are you changing your perception to opening yourself up to new ideas and new things that'll manifest in birth in your life, you are opening yourself up to new vast opportunities that are going to come in and manifest in your life. So by remaining open and having some perspective and being optimistic of what is next to come and living in your own image and living in your life and just choosing not to be stagnant, many more blessings and opportunities will come. Start this new cycle. Really live for you. Really live in the image of the reality it is that you want to create during this transit. And accept the good things that come. In life, we're going to have good things that come. In life, we're going to have bad things that come. But what's important is how we deal with those situations and how we react to those situations that makes it all the better. Okay? Wow, dog. I like it. Aquarius, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, this Six of Wands has been sitting at the bottom of the deck the entire time. Like, it did not want to leave no matter how much I shuffled. That's a good omen right there. Six of Wands is the minor arcana for the Death card, which is Scorpio energy, which is transformation. So with this Six of Wands energy, dog, there is a good transformation that's coming your way. Some of you Aquarians may be seeing 555, by the way. So if you're seeing 555, that is a message from the universe. That's actually an angel number that's acknowledging that major change is about to occur and manifest in your life, by the way, too. So you're going to be successful in this new change and this new transit and this new energy that you're jumping into, okay? Aquarian, I love you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Of course, if it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. If you're new here, feel free to drop a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. If it resonates, tell me all about it. Let me know. Of course, if it didn't resonate, you know, better luck next time. Not every reading will resonate to everybody. So, Aquarius, have a great and fantastic day, and I'll catch you guys in November 2019, okay? Peace.